Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
I've been asked by many non-Muslims, why does Islam suppress women? I know that's not the correct answer. I know that Islam does not suppress women, especially the question relates to working. Muslim women are generally preferred to stay at home. You clarified in your last talk, I've listened to quite a few of your lectures, not all of them, but quite a few. You have also clarified that women can go to mosque, but in India, places like India and Pakistan, women cannot visit mosques. That's because it's a man-made rule, not God's rule. But what is Islam's opinion regarding women making a career for themselves if they observe modesty?
There's a question that there's an allegation by the non-Muslim that Islam suppresses the woman. But the complete answer you can refer to my video cassette, Women's Rights in Islam. But coming to a specific question regarding can they work? And secondly, can they make a career for themselves? Can they work? Point number one, that it is not compulsory for them to work. Like for a man to earn his living. In Islam, before a woman is married, it is the duty of her father and a brother. And after she's married, it is the duty of the husband and the son to look after lodging, boarding, clothing and all financial aspects. So the financial burden in Islam is put on the shoulders of the man. She need not work. But if she wants to work willingly, she can work. But if she says, I don't want to work, the husband can't force her. Men and women are equal in Islam, but equality doesn't mean identicality. Tomorrow a man says, I want to give birth to a child, I want to conceive. Well, you cannot conceive. Right? I want to conceive. No, you cannot conceive. Certain things are optional. Certain things haram, certain things fard, compulsory, certain things preferable. So it depends. So similarly, depending upon the physiological makeup, the biological makeup, the roles of male and female are different. So the financial burden is put on the shoulders of the men. But yet the women can work if they want to work. If both the ends don't meet, and if she feels she wants to work, or if she wants to work for any other reason, she can work, but it should be within the purview of the Islamic Sharia. Within the modesty level, she should wear hijab. Fine, there should be segregation of the sexes, not intermingling of the sexes. Segregation, you don't know what segregation of sexes. For example, you can't have that a lady wants to become a secretary of the boss, and the boss is sitting in a closed room, in the cabin, and dictating, and the secretary is typing. Our beloved Prophet said, if man and woman are alone, mahram, foreign men and women are alone in a room, the third person is the devil. And that's the reason we read in the newspaper. What happens many a time? What happens with the boss and the secretary? Many a time the boss tells the secretary, why don't you stay a bit late? You know, I've got some extra work. And you know what happens after that? I don't tell that. That's the reason you see. So, it is natural. If you're alone in the room once, twice, thrice, whether the secretary is beautiful or not. So therefore Islam says segregation of sexes. Segregation of sexes, brother. That if she's working, she should wear the hijab, but natural. And segregation of sexes means separate area for the gents, separate for women. Not that man and woman cannot talk. When required, they can talk, but not in a closed room. They can talk, not they can't. But when required, not unnecessary higgling, haggling like in the office, you find reduces the movie or how you find this and unnecessary gossiping, and then what happens later on. So in Islam, a woman can work, but it should be a work which is within the purview of the Islamic Sharia. She can very well do pottery, she can do weaving, she can do knitting, she can become a gynecologist, she can become a teacher. She can do business also. Why not? My sister Masha earning, both my sisters are doing very good business. One of my sisters running a factory, separate section for the ladies, separate for gents. She handles the ladies section, brother handles the gents section. What is the problem? MD, managing director. Other sister is doing exports, no problem. But within the purview of the Islamic Sharia, no problem. But she need not work if she wants, she can. She can't do dancing. She can't do modeling. Same thing, a man also cannot do dishonest business. A man cannot work in an alcoholic bar. So what rules are there for women? Even many are there for the men also. So what is haram for women is haram for women. What is haram for men is haram for men. Something is haram for both. Like working in an alcoholic bar is haram for man and woman both. Working in a gambling den for both. So it's not a separate thing. Can she make a career for herself? Why not? Why not? She can make a career. But it would not be outside